Mario la hino balie anala bambang ka wirikiti ka bambang ka twanyama e badinglu anal badi manam e Mr. Tetkabo aka I'm the only romantic man in my village, the biggest village in the Gambia. Please search or Google. Ladies and gentlemen, bimbem faya damin bi wala kita e mo jama kalon fo comme ko Salif Sarjo liberal la keba bar Salif Sarjo fa mi tan la forota naka même fo moli ata manke liberty ata mo freedom fighter di nin Salifu Sarjo le diam da komanto aya Gambia dandar la komina komanto sanji killing komanto wala fundita nan andum anata kuma kan bulala kuma kan kono kayitandi ko kido mu fenati mealon no ko amam long. So therefore I dandar kolandi Gambia la sanji killing komanto bi wolle be killing funti kanna wata alimbe nyin lamoy la bake anen bina jeneli so fana na akumata with wisdom. So bo fana video salam be lamoy la killing bar beñu audio sama lamoy follow Salifu ye mune fo Gambian ole andum fok mo ñu soto xaman soto or sainte mune mun la simfati ñanta ka menta bu janne nga dunga le ñi krisatol be ko no follow. If you are new member in this platform, do all your effort and subscribe in this channel. Don't forget, it's your boy Tetkabo aka. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Ovivan, with due respect again, and then Ibem Makwela, Salif Sarjo la audio to ngalam we ban something. I later on minki and later on asara haman saya and who is new Salif Sarjo and don't fast kan foten asaka no fata kenola then I declare to say lie who am I. Please alanga new video jibe sign no something. Stay tuned, don't move. If you are a new member in this platform, do all your effort and subscribe in this channel. Don't forget, it's your boy Tetkabo aka I'm the only romantic man in my village, the biggest village in the Gambia. Search or Google. Ovi
Misira telefon ka fukatu ibatol le yera kay mantran tol yera kam mala le ba munela de bare ila fenke Senegal fenko ila fo head myself le chef d'état-major am fenke anena ta janne ya nyininka ikae ila jansio ila troupeau min bijang akoy ton Gambia le asay watu wala ka fole ke nkamo le ke fenkol bijang ato ekwas bijang fumunto
ekwas be boyam
iyo itole fona ta ko yar fan ekwas itoli ni fenkele fenke signé ato di ni Senegal le signé bare ekwas ndende itola troupeau fon bijede yemin fenkenan nkawle foten ka fu mba photo television to hamekana minna wala manna do ba to wala manna ke folo bare Gambia dukaral kana bula kelo ko na minten altani Gambia do yata bakele
par kabri nata kabi yalla ya jamela bo ala balon ka bo wala equasi Gambia yo bar sain nga jere ne buyam jube foni etol Senegal sojarol le bije
wa tollon atol Gambia politiko lo atol ni ya sain Salif datiye MFDC datiye Casamance datiye bare nseku kilin fono jang Gambianol be amoy dunia be amoy ntemu kelalti international law nene ma sign de United jana mano fo lonu jana nene ma CDAO fango e kwas law nene ma sign ni binu ya sign wol nata file sakuto mante famoni borta dame ngamra kankura manyana lo la jede wala bije ibe dunanna watila dulala ni alay mako ngansi ngolo no mbita fo ngansi ngolo ibotan dame wolo nyinti sen contende atodi ce n'est pas comment ça se dit une intimidation ten kamo silandi wonten bare Gambianol asake huge asal hajulotu yake bisawo janale hani bi bisawo be kumbola adum manku baki yi jen safo no fololon pour molbe yaji bara Allah Gambia maduade alama kanake katna keta tinyaro be kelelde kido mambadi yalon ndali nin Gambiano li yajang ibotana je ko ben kelendila ngamire rat dinale pour ngacele fu damen dia tan ndelum fanana kele Allahu akbar nakelenya da wara yandeng baren kacele fo president ol fon ka fo même la planète Mars on est d'accord Allah politique ko mo Allah politique holdi Salif datije MFDC datije Casamance datije baren sal advice no minna wolo nyinti
eni be malla fi jamba ka gen so amira warta bake ndesan ñine ndir la ñor sewono la nit ñi makan sifali karimoy ando ya pumuti la Gambia ila bankole la fa asunda mo beten kunna bank hannin aya tari ko ita mari be dunya dawdar ndene wala findate burje bari yaadi ko mo be ngunu ngal sanje kilin ko ak mo ñu fenta pumuti la Gambia la fo man ko adama din kendo wala banku din kendo be sonno mo beten kunna ñen ko mola yandi ka ngoten den ko mo to ñaato wala nga jene so la men ka umar waliti so war nga fan lam bam ay muna fo ñi ko ciakono wallahi muna fo ndesane kaciakono ay men di commento bi adam baro la bam katabula so jarol la bam katabula fo ya maro men dala adi dron so ali nga la moy sa dron wat ani hakilula please stay tuned don't move ali nga ñim bela moy nga bam après mina mo dala fan men sa dala fan di wala ko moto kana mi ñata again stay tuned ali nga lamboy
mbaɗiwol ngal konto ntomu Omar Wali leti bi laftale nga ku kaca me ngalon ko aɓe kekan Gambian Sénégal boda to bari aketa kulde me ngalon ko ay Gambial affect bake sako sadol men ɓe foñi ila boda nin Casamance, that is the southern Senegalese region. Mr. President, you are charged with the responsibility of this country. Mbeyo lonne andong kunung confrontation between the MFDC rebels. Some call them separatists, some call them secessionists, and some call them bandits. Whatever it may be, that is it. But Ngajele Maki issued a statement saying few of Senegalese died during the fracas. So, Gambia is a sovereign country. The reason why these people came here was because of interregnum in 2016-2017 when Jammeh refused to step aside. And Kabirol Wato Fosai Ngajele Kokwol Falintale. But still now the same trend continues. We have forces in one part of the country, and Ngajele Kosilankai Gambia security situation are improved. You don't need to be a security expert to know that. We all know what is happening in our country. And what we know, the reason why these foreign forces, Maki called them ECOWAS forces, but it's not true. They are not ECOWAS forces, they are bilateral forces. They came, they're here purposely for Makila interests. Mr. President, whether you know it or not, Maki is using you. Let me tell you this today. Maki can mean for Senegal, and what he's trying to, the political point he wants to score is that Abdou failed the damning. Ablaye Wade failed the damning. That's where he succeeded, and that is, he's going to curtail this MFDC in the southern part of Senegal. Kunu incident is unfortunate, and first thing in the morning, I called sort of from somebody from Baleng village, because the villagers even find it difficult to distinguish between Gambian forces and the Senegalese forces. So I made a uniform from Bondino Nyoto. So I didn't marry me for Gambia soldier rebel Duntanyola. But that wasn't the case. So Nata, after several hours, Nata realized they were trying to confiscate a truck carrying logs. Eventually, they ran into rebel control area. So this is few things that I want to discuss. Mr. President, Gambia is a sovereign state. Senegalese, they have their problem. And I think Gambia should not be used as a battleground for Senegalese, either the rebel or the foreign forces. And I think it's time for you to step up, because our sovereignty is already compromised. And the presence of these people, I don't see any use for this. I will give you reasons why. Because it'll come in for the impression they gave the rebels was that the Gambian army and the Senegalese forces, Menbe Foni, they will come together and go and fight these rebels. That's what they told the rebels. So they were prepared enough for them. But eventually, somebody informed the rebels and told them, no, that is not the case, because one of the villages, that is Baling, is a Gambian village. It's a village in the Gambia. And if there is a trouble there, but one thing that went wrong, or one thing that nearly went wrong, was that because these rebels overpowered these forces there, whether you know it or not. So what ended up happening, they wanted to use the Gambia armed forces as human seals to be between them and the rebels. But and we keep on saying this. Mr. President, I think it's time for you to look at the Gambian security, especially the Gambian army. These are the people who can protect you. These are the people who can protect us. These are the people who can protect Gambia. Kunung was a clear example. Kabira Duta, when the rebels came in, I don't know whether they're getting intelligence or they're giving you information. When the rebels came in and they put up their checkpoints, it was the Gambian soldiers, many Alonko, they termed them as not loyal, as all names were given to them. Those are the ones who went and asked them to dismantle their checkpoints. That is one thing. Naduda, imagine Kabira Duta Faduta, Ilafa Bambulantola Molekuma. Nimanta Mamben, Ninji Sumambo Ninkanum Kunu, Mbemem Falando Falabi. Honestly, you are in State House. Fueka for a member caring or not. And one message to the Gambian forces: yes, you are here to defend the territorial integrity of the Gambia, but don't allow anybody to hide behind you people to fight any forces. This rebellion has been ongoing for nearly 40 years, we all know. But what is happening now is unacceptable. And Gambia, whether you know it or not, is not only divided on ethnic lines, but this country is sitting on a time bomb. And I think this phony issue should be looked into. Because we received so many reports from this about this phony issue. But you serve 5 years. Now you are getting into your next year, another 5 years. So, but saying the situation did not improve. Now, the situation is still the same. And whoever is telling you this army is bad, the person is not honest to you. Like I said before, when rebels came, they attacked this country. These were the people who stood, the Farafenye and others, they stood and they defended this country. Even Jammeh Ngalonko, when he said he was not going to step aside to vacate the presidency, they refused to fight. But so they are loyal to the country, they are loyal to the Gambian people, and they are loyal to the constitution. Especially you, because this thing is not going to continue. And Mr. President, I will tell you for a fact, you can take it to the bank. Billahi, wallahi. If you don't win the hearts and minds of this Gambian security, this country is not going anywhere. And the Senegalese are the ones who are going to protect us. They are not being honest to you. Last time I said this, Mali, there was 5,000 French forces in Mali, different from other Sahel countries. Many Alonko, they're there, they provide security. But when they were ready, they removed Ibrahim Boubacar Keita. The 5,000 troops could not do anything. The other forces could not do anything. So that is a clear example. We are not instilling fear in you, but you see what is happening in the region currently. There is a fragile security situation in the region. Mobuka depend Molkan entirely. This country's security situation has improved long time ago. And I think it's time for them, even look at what happened last time when crime rates went up. They said you issued a statement in a televised address. You said the National Guard should be on standby. That alone shows scope. These are the people who can protect this country. These are the people who understand the terrain. These are the people who remember Kubala Molkan. But depending on these people, at the end of the day, what are they even doing that? What? Because I talk to people in the military. I have friends in the military. It'll come memfo because they look down upon our military, and it's not true. They can memfo the impression they're giving you and your government. Kavoko, okay, the military is not competent. They are competent. We have seen what they did in other parts of the world. They serve in Liberia. They went for peacekeeping and peace enforcement. Both peacekeeping and peace enforcement. From East Timor to Liberia to Sierra Leone to South Sudan and so on. And they have been credited for all that. But Ngajele, the same trend still continues. The country is dragging Hannibal. So Nabanko, Senegalese, if they have their differences, let them address their problem in the Senegalese territory, but not in the Gambian territory. And as far as I know, Macky Sall, it was a social media post, but he talked about this issue. To Seko, Molle Fata Senegal, but your government is still quiet about it. Where is the defense minister? Where is the chief of defense staff of the Gambia Armed Forces? Where is the commander-in-chief of the Gambia Armed Forces? The president. But you are all quiet about this issue. And this is a serious issue that is bothering this country. Bari, yalong nimbanko katanyaming, because it's phony. So even you look at our social media, nobody's even talking about this issue. Look, what is happening in phony can spill over and come, God forbid. Because from Baleng, what I heard in the morning, first thing in the morning when they called me, what they said, and by midday, the situation changes. And let me tell you, Mr. President, there are people who deserted this army. There are people who quit this army, whether you know it or not, when Jammeh left, because they said they can't be loyal to you. There are people, they deserted the army, they are outside. Do you know what those people are engaging? I don't want to go into details. But just to give you a heads up, Puriyalo Wanyam, Nimbankola Kanto, Nimbankola Tanko, it lies entirely on the arms and security of this country, mainly the military. Nitara Katon, Italebiji, Kudang Italebiji, Italebasi, and I've seen other parts of the country as well. So what is stopping you to tell Macky Sall it is enough now? Take your people back. My people are capable enough to handle this situation. Because these people should not even spend 3 months in this country following Jammeh's departure. Because yeah, I spoke to Osman Baji, the former chief of defense staff, during that crisis. From Independence Drive Mosque, he came out and said, you are not going to fight. He told me that. And they did not fight. So there was a peaceful transition, even though there was an interregnum, but it was peaceful. Nobody died. So that was the time. And I think it's time. I don't know what is happening in the military. But na sojar kebal nyandaka kwol juwe bakele. Angale kam fo mange kuti jande. This country is divided. And let bring our people to be in charge of our security. And we will be safe in their hands than any other's hand. Because some of these people, we don't even know them. From the hot pursuit and so many other things. Kunun situation but I cannot part of the areas like many alonko. It was not controlled by the rebels. We have seen when a Gambian fisherman, was fishing on Abulata Senegalese solar waters. They chase him. Gambia soldier le kido fight to tell them go hey, alenim baila for Gambia say al danjam. Ngojele. Na villages, most of our villages in the Gambia, nimol kanale dunji. So kuwa membonya, ninim bankwe agreement sinya, aliye agreement sign. Yajube one person is violating that agreement. Anyanda ko agreement kiskisila aliya jube ku. Ndalanim banko silanka ajakalo benawar. Sojarul are here. You don't want to put them into use. Who is afraid of the Gambia Armed Forces? That's what I cannot even understand. Because for me, and many other Gambians, we are comfortable with these people. Because these are the people who will even respect us. not these other people. You see how our people have been treated. From the National Assembly to the airports to other parts of the country. I was at a restaurant sometimes, and a Senegalese had a fight with a Gambian. I come no rimbala fight in Bangkok because any mall member city my imam kabe ma fang ijuta molale andum member caring ida manasa abono mol diajen ko because mole bero fightele banko mole bero fightele dole afa dole bari men because it's the winter majority of Gambians voted for you so nyaja uketa ijikitala ko ebe inyaji ofitala. Now is the time. You have an opportunity. With all these problems, I was even expecting at your inaugural speech. But coming back to the issue, it is time for you to look at the Gambia security. Mr. President, whether they tell you or not, itulo yala model bije nibe nyaton kayala menka ke jama itulo menka teribala. Itulo diaku ekolo foe. Sorry, let me just put the volume down. So, minibe nyaton kala jama modul ka ekolo fo. Bari tonya libu oka kole amala puri ya foe because he kafale ninga fa be kamfala and so on. And going back to the issue again. Foni ku nyanda ka jubela Macky Sall mantare foni ala sojol mantare foni to protect Gambian state because Gambian rebel mon problem so they say they are separatists, they are fighting for independence. So ninku membonya munatina even when the situation changes they are only in one part and that is phony. Why not you review this issue with Macky Sall? Senegalese have their internal problem. Let them solve it at their own territory. Kunumenga is unfortunate. Momalong abelabana daming next time. So Momadua Setano spill over Memenila Bankoka una Bankoka. So you are the president of this country. It is time for you to man up and tell these people I'm in charge. Gambian forces, Bango Felako. Eko ten. But even need a final assessment, Kenyan Takalo Silanko. Gambia betembo mendo silan, del man need any other person. Because the Gambia sojo like Wolka do not about Banku dola molkan. Sakwe family, any men wuluta. Any men be futuri, any men be doko, any men ka kuobek. Ni more many alonko yabo molkan other countries. Mana no tabo ni no lela molfanga. Look at this issue in Foni. Look at a relationship with your neighbors. Sanjali bojanko nyatonko kake jinjambe road. Eka kuniale, ekana kunia bake bare ekana timia bake. Andum bankobe tembo mendo. Foyalo ne mala molbe siri nyoka male. Nidia muta mole jang dol bafole ko marso be kolarin. High cost of living. Gambianul kasi janne ka fola mulo kono babe kerine si fatam fanso be nyimbanko kane mboka fu banta balto bare ndamon ka fu nyona bungo kono is happening here. Security mengalon ko imantar happening whether they telling you or not, the security they are not happy. Sanji Lulu ibe sirindula kilometer from 2017 to date. Sometimes you wonder, many alonko they charge with those responsibilities. What are they even doing? You know, from reforms to many other things. You cannot even put them into use. But kabara dura mo fal siata, nyapin kang siata, boyen kang siata. Imavo economic member for Biamu de la to come and be a national to come and quell the situation. He did not say that. Ecoloko, the National Guard should be on standby if and when necessary to take up, you know, the security situation in the country. So these are the few points that I want to discuss with you. Banko betembo mento Nimambo certain class in this country, because this is how this country is now. But sometimes you wonder, what are the so-called opinion leaders? Where are they? Banko by Malakang, they are keeping quiet about it. The country is in trouble. Nobody's talking about it because you think you are in Combo, and this is happening in Foni. Foni in Combo is like 1 hour drive there. Alaman Tankala. And let me tell you one thing. Just as an example, Falona Dako, Atata Sarjo Yakaiko, Nilbe Nyola Lengate Fata, Sarjo Kala Hajuti, Akoida Maulem, Atata Suaya, Falikino Tata Suaya Kaiko, Nimul Benyola Lengata, Nsinyo Lemge Fata, Soko Ala Hajuti, Obeam Full Keleta Fue Nyofa. Ye sangadan sanga kankula wato sida eko sayin jomala beta sango dantela mol sida ko falo yalo bukataria suwala kataria alenga suwoda ali suwo bulaita sanga dantewol suwotata ya yusilo benkan borindirol ding kol membela raka kabira mutana ma wata afata falo tata yala tata sajo fana yala kay ko nil benyo la ngate bonni nyo wala Sarjo Kala Hajuti. Sama kondona la tuma meng. Eko fota biro leke pour mole do moroke. Alo mubuga falo dom. Ye Sarjo la kanate. Ya dil. Yole dom. So this country ni mumbela bankold. These Foninka people, they have been talking about this. Me, I travel to this place frequently. And many other people, I remember caring. Ndialonko, the Gambian Armed Forces, if those people are in charge, you even put a checkpoint in Kamfenda, they will do a better job than these Senegalese. Mr. President, Banko Moul Tamin from 2017, you have to take up that responsibility and make sure that the army is in charge of this country's situation, security, is in charge of the country's security. The Gambia Banko Mantarta Kuka. For Yalon the bank, for Malon bank, for Kafuela bank, for Buka bank, but that is a fact. Until Nimu Lekadiam. After Dauda, bend down Bukajonim Banko until Makalamuta. I know you have your intelligence, but in Panankamwell, because Nakita, Kununga was in contact with one of your ministers when this incident happened. Because I called few people, because I come to the new mold chikilatete la mansakunda. Eka menki so eka bornan to lekam. Kuma jamala fura. Kuma jamala fura. Nda hanyelo be fala ninjanto. Because I know what those people are saying. Wallahi. Foye molle be siring bodato. Molle Gambia army bule be siring. They said a lot. Abukatu kela. Akatu folale. Nimul ye ninko fole ya woron koto hanisa en kese mambo jabatu. And I think it's time for you to step up and tell the army banko felako mbale bulu. Well, membe dala yalo nabe diaring we are all enjoying, but na kwa fana eko bonomo bati wala bar kunkem fayo mu ba famol tide Gambia la ko beta ka nyame anyanda ka krosi bakele anyanda ka jube bakele na army Gambian Armed Forces ndelatel, and there are many other Gambians, many alonko, they have trust and confidence in them, and lungalonko na duta fa duta me murdo le kande bari men ka kumul fo nin Senegal bodo jang tinin de kela adun ta jana funti de jang o kumol ol mukuma ken samolati, because if whatever they want to do hanna ta jomala bijang, they will do that. Go back to the military, go and visit our military barracks, engage these men be siring in blood of our buje ebo siring, engage our military. You look at the condition of our military from Yajube, Abenyami. What is stopping you? You don't need to be a former military officer to mingle with these people. You don't need to be, if a position is meant to give you an opportunity to win the hearts and minds of everybody, especially these people. We know what they do. We know what they are capable of doing. We know what they can do. So why keeping them? Why not using them? Why relying on other people? Ghana non member seaport. It'll come when many along Contella Multa Kerol at Bara, many along KBJ. They erected tents there, many along KBJ. What are they doing that our people cannot do? The Nigerians at seaport, at the airport, what am I can tell Amil Mamenkeno? Mkweka Findinya Nekweka Tasilo Gitantola Amila. But at the end of the day, they're no better than some of these Senegalese, many along Albejikirilla. The Gambian armed force is not bad. The Gambian military is not bad. These people stood with the constitution. They stood with Gambians. They stood with Gambia during the most difficult moments. So, Nimako Wato, Mrande Bakila Sai. Try and bring our military to be in charge of this country. Mandingkol kamem fo ko lowulo le demo diata ni man subo fa de filla. So nilmu molete many along enim bankolon. So that is it. And Gambia Armed Forces, the yesterday incident, we know everything. We know people within. We know what happened. We know Senegalese wanted to use you people. But you said no. And stick to that. Don't allow anybody to use you as a human seal. If they are capable, Munane Manta, the rebels confront, the separatists, Munane Mante confront. But they want to use you people. Don't be used by anybody. Because at the end of the day, iko imankati. Arekabira duta. It doesn't work like that. So I will come with more details later. But for you, this economic thing, you need to look at it. I don't know, like intelligence, let them go and listen to what people are saying. You know, intelligence don't only collect intelligence, the intelligence officers don't only collect intelligence through WhatsApp groups and Facebook posts. You know, and people are here to even volunteer to help you people. But the Gambian army, Mafu Bankote Tembelade, but I have so that is it. Bring them to be in charge of the country. Step up. Tell Macky Sall, Sila okay. Mr. President, you know it kenula mansala mansati. Mandinkol kamemfu. You cannot be mansala mans because banko mole tombo e tambindi. So it's not possible. So the issue at hand here is educated le ko tambi. So Macky Sall la interest abola no mako. So ita manyana to sonna we continue. If under interest in and your interest would be the interest of your people. Hani dingona ko eko idim fulol meni alon ko dum tanyola. Ninkilo na da ko eko baba kare ni neken. Nima wuli. Ibe kumbo mo in few minutes time. Because first it already tema. So that is it. Bankobo Tembolto. Well, we being a profession, but at the end of the day, Mbemu Gambian ulti. Ndoltentel mantadula soro ngajana soro. Akamdal impasse time kabere mul ko nyako fintieta anko ko hani SM Brussels ni yolon. Nden nam family multe kunno kono. So tadula ten tolla. Janna kayro na la tenkum. Walen tol bena fade. So that is it. Alabarkaba.
And même nak morjan follow Salif Sarjo même fo ala makan kono mo be nyin Salif Sarjo lonne ni ma lom fane ka to moyle yes bari yaje abe sira bi tenkundi mul kana ne ka interview ikata abe ka boy mo ka mo fa ka mo na flo to sara woto nata katam freedom fighter ndedum kum latale na kamo freedom fighter di latale Sénégal li la fero be kata iman kuno Casamance ma iman kuno librement iman kuno ni Salif Sarjo ma sangi tanani ite min kanjibe atel min kanjibe mo jama bija shara usharat al shemosi this man is fighting for Casamance Sénégal la président bi na fudul jamanul banda birin Abdoulaye la fa Abdou Diouf la be ko be katale tan ni Salif Sarjo shara men noto wala ko be katale man kuno ni lima say Gambia no use weapon la say pour kala ñim Adam Baro way yes walakin da wato wadi ka e ko mos be banko ga e ko wasi banko ga tous yara fan gemo la burkan duma fura kan ñam fo gemo la burkan duma abule yeto e Gambia ni Sénégal al bal blu dun kan ñola bul dum be men ko atnal watla because Sénégal la so yarul fan damba wala fan warta Gambiati Sénégal e Gambia ñu ka warta do mo fengol do ka calti ba Sénégal la so yarul damba ñebo di Gambia ko bi ibila ta Gambia tur banda because why Senegal Gambia murun le 6 times to ko la fonje 6 times Senegal Gambia murun le 6 times 1 2 3 4 5 6 times atama ko awara bata Gambia tele oto ni Salif Sarjo abru de kila kali akalte banku dina malti alafto ko so because Senegal ni lañu waro be imam kuno ngima ini lan so yorol be imam kuno ngima ngaji janni ni ko Senegal la so yoron take mu janne ak dilbit kira katinya here laje iba kunoje so Gambia sayla fatal use la as a weapon as Adam Barrow masakunda koto so ila fatal use la as a weapon for this even na bodal to melbije Senegal la do na bodal to Gambia so yorol be searing they complain since 2017 ibe searing only karo fadro yela kay fadila they are not doing anything because modam ye fewbe sika ya bi hano fadi ya di fe kolla because mele baro bala kam nem baro ko ko ha eno nyil man kan la nyil la bakede nyil ya jame kan da jaw wasi fal ni nyolo walakin da watu wade tagiren tulbe dunda banku ngam tinyar la be dunda banku ngam ibe tinyaro kala hey faje wali nem fala ko mo non to yalde lowulo demo le diata ni man fem fay ka fili ali banko di banko demulula ni lundan kanana ibe borla sada ko anyhow for more video ya last time ibe ko be kala anyhow because munam imam mo mel to bala famu lay bar banko di aussi bala famu banko di wele ayana ko ngi nyaka kanam fa amoyde naka wonna ibe fala abon naka mun fo wonte ibe fala abon naka mun fo ban naka wonna ibe fala kaf aka kafle ko rek understand asjara ya aniula bari say ne kul mi alle ko ime suma banko la commando sainteng e atodum magi salla ni Adama Barrow le teria ndel man bénéfice so je fu kumbo ni kay atodum kumbo di e masibo ni e jakalo wala kan de tarje because man evident di jang men say tan ndan tanko so jinde because ngay ko mala fala ko mo ko le foji ni kombo tema 1 hour dara hom fendi hani borta iba ho dara 1 hour 30 minutes e fital Isha bori 1 hour dame no problem alfa bola ni kan ko da bora 2 hours e borla 3 hours e bora train saykulo basi mal you know foi ta mara faari nyama kala sinyo ko sinyo ka ya jamina bi amen tolerate ara mbaro mo business le be kan foi bi fam nañ ko la ko so gerol bi nala poupa pou o ta ban ko la do ka bambanku ka honda kawinya la kelde bang ye say banko din fa yere banko din kanta bala faawe lona bala bala faawe lona bala bro bar ni mashallah yalla bala fa ko wala ko Sénégal ñam tan ñi li la firo be kay man kuno Casamance sa Gambia tu jafinka etem no Adam Barrow ibe diam ke ndemala joan liba Adam Barrow bal ila wala kala I don't know no Adam Barrow bala mel bije I don't know andu ninkelo wulta atel dil be bantale Salif fa ngam fala ko mo ko ako ninkelo wulta bi mel be fala woni dimlati atel ya dum be samba abron al bashir abron al beten gundi al nal dimul woni dimle bi na fala yim danto woni dimle bi na yanka len danto Salif Sarjo la ma ci ko atel Salif Sarjo ni mo le akay man kuna wa jabe siring man han sa Sénégal ni waro bi e man kuno Casamance woto ye to ni na woto hayna kuno ni la ko be kada man kuno so la fatal la ni fayla joka bara fala trim banku no walti dal yo ko soso alta ita adam bay tan ita takele dula idini takele dula ila mul be shi kay be sama amerika ido malam ko député bu la ministre bi ali di sama amerika bel bi ke tade ke advice idini be amerika wala dum be bantama ko say wandi dum le banku ngal mul kiya ni fate fa atal la jiba tele bol no bashi koy tay moy jam fajan ala be sumu fede abe fe diofi ala be sumu fe abe fe diofi inta mu dinin abukata ni nyaaje kala ngoma na kala ala mo le fa war ga ci inta mu savoir ka ba ke no anything like I don't even know what to say. I don't know, like, because Senegal, no, Senegal, they know who is Salif Sarjo. What like? Gambia, children be sitting. Come 2017. Adama be tuturin soja rula. Wala na ba ha Gambia man tankaring na forces man beta. Muna yar fan takawon be fata anfa because come nyum junta but hand fan I will not take this thing, bro. Ndetara forces. E kamo mun na man akana ka fa na rule na fa la bankunga. Fonte da rule na la bankunga. I will not take this. Nina be informal and like. Well, because of Angola situation la ni kukuran tron. Just ni nda understand. People are complaining. Na forces man beta. Na fe go man beta because the forces di banku dim la. E man sokol la man huol long. E man bundan long. They are not protected. They are only protecting personal and other property. Finish. Ani milande ke baba minister sol. Ye dimbe ki bantu na goga. Ninkela ulta yalla mol bi fa. But got back to sender.
Sabara karai.
You come and cry.
Saraka whatever.
Emioji, raka kamuna po.
I didn't say subscribe. Okay, thank you.
Kula yere jisma min follow.